at Ben and Kelly Show is a way you can get a hold of us on social media. You can shoot us a DM and we'll turn around and, see if we can get you some help as we dive into the DMs. Kelly, you got this one?
Yep, Randy wrote to us, hey, Ben and Kelly, got an interesting situation for you.
Mm-hmm.
When I first met my girlfriend, she told me she used to date her current boss, but ended it a year ago.
All right. Little sticky, but we can get past it.
She's 27. I'm 40. Her boss is 45.
Okay.
One day last week, she told me she was going to exercise with her boss that morning. It was her day off.
No.
She also told me that her boss is jealous of me. I'm confused about her relationship with this guy.
Yeah.
She said she hated him and was trying to take back whatever she could from him, which included a free day at the gym.
Okay.
Now, I suggest that maybe she was too emotionally invested in him and I should give her some space.
Mm-hmm.
She backpedaled and said she feels like she has to occasionally hang out with him outside of work because he's unprofessional and she's worried she'll lose her job.
Okay.
So I'm uncomfortable with the situation.
Yeah.
I can't see how it can be fixed without breaking up. What do you guys think?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think... I don't know. I mean, maybe it's hey, why don't you leave a situation? Well, no, sorry. You tell your girlfriend to leave a situation where she feels like she's being manipulated by her boss.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a healthy work environment.
Right, exactly.
At the very least. But I don't know. I don't know what the nature of her job is, how difficult it is to find another one.
Yeah, that's true.
Ginger says it sounds like she's either still seeing him, still likes him, hasn't gotten over him, or is using him as a sugar daddy. Regardless, this behavior is highly suspect, and I wouldn't stick around if I were you.
I mean, from Randy and her former boyfriend, it sounds like she has a type.
It does. It does. Tony says, nope, I get cheater, pumpkin eater vibes from this. Break it off. She's obviously got another motive to her actions. You can do better.
Okay. It would be interesting to hear from people who've kind of been in this situation where maybe you did go against everything that Kelly and I have suggested on the show and date someone that you work with, or better yet, date your boss, but then you're not dating anymore. So how does that all pan out in your other life,
Well, yeah, I don't know. See, a lot of people are saying, like, you should run from the relationship. Sarah said, I'm in that same situation. I'm married and work for my ex. However, the only time we hang out outside of work is when he comes over for a party or get together like 4th of July with me and my husband. She should not be doing anything alone with him that doesn't involve work. She should have girlfriends to go to the gym with.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Get someone else to go to the gym, change the gym. I mean, a gym membership, I feel like, is not worth it to run the risk of, having your boyfriend break up with you over,
Yeah, no,
so,
like this sounds like all of it just sounds like kind of a recipe for disaster, especially if the ex/boss has admitted he's jealous of her current boyfriend.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a great situation. But yeah, let us know your story, your thought on that. 502-571-9970. Back in a sec. So Randy's girlfriend has a boss who happens to be her ex also, who she hates, but yet she still works out with. And it's caused some issue with Randy and their relationship.
She says she hates him, but then, they're doing things outside of work together. And it just seems real fishy.
Yeah, and, Jeremy writes, look, there's a lot to unpack here. He's 40 and she's 27, and while there's nothing inherently wrong with that, there seems to be differences in maturity. It seems that her boss/ex is manipulating her and trying to cause conflict in the relationship, but she is a grown woman who can set boundaries. She didn't, though. And that's the red flag.
Yep, that's a big red flag. So many people are tossing up the red flag thing. Jill says she's looking to see who has the best offer. What which, you know,
it's the best offer.
Maybe hitting the nail on the head.
Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you, I want to share this story we got from a listener about someone who dated her boss. She says, yeah, I did date my boss. We eventually got married and both stayed with the company. Eventually, I actually became his boss.
Oh, wow.
Then a rule was put in place at my company about romantic relationships in the workplace, and I ended up terminating him. We're still married. I still have my job. I used my connections at my job to find him a new job within the week, where he has been working ever since. And we've been married for 7 years, have 3 kids. So, yeah, it worked out.
That's great. I don't know if that's going to help Randy, though.
No, it's not. But it was an interesting story because... It
is an interesting story.
Yeah, I mean, what a turn of events that was.
It might help Randy's girlfriend and her ex, who is her boss. Ashlyn says if she feels she'll lose her job if she doesn't hang out with him outside of work, then she needs to go to HR because that's toxic.
Yeah, that's not a good situation. That's not a good situation. All right.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, the biggest red flags, I think, for me is the fact that the boss told her he's jealous of her current boyfriend, Randy. Mm-hmm. And so that says right there, he's not moved on past the relationship, even if she's saying that she has moved on. So it's already going to make things, I think, awkward, especially if he's kind of demanding that she do some stuff with him outside of work.
Well, and
keep him happy.
And you know, I don't think we need to hash this out too much longer, but it goes back to, and I think you'll agree, Kelly, that sometimes you got to take a step back and say, hey, figure out your own stuff. And if I'm still around and you're still around when you figure it out, then maybe we can have another go at this.
Okay, so Randy needs to be the one to just be like, listen, I'm not comfortable with the situation.
I think so.
I think there are some boundaries being blurred. I think you need to reassess that. And if you figure it out, and I think meaning you are not in this situation at work anymore, then let me know.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the approach that he needs to take. And, you know, hopefully for his sake, he will find someone good out of this.
Yeah, it just sounds real sticky.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and keep us posted on that. All right, it's 99.7 DJX.